I call her chandelier.
Okay.
That was fucking loud.
Okay, let's go.
Have we talked about that on the podcast before? Dude, oh yeah, we did. I fucking love that video. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
I call this cappuccino. It looked just like a cappuccino.
Oh, you got that zinner, bud. I think you said you're off and just fully hooked again.
Yup, I'm addicted. Saw video. Do you ever get the U.S. Army like recruiter propaganda videos?
I actually don't.
Okay. For some reason, my YouTube and Instagram algorithm for the Reels tends to go in wacky directions, as people know, on the In Noise podcast, the other podcast that we do. I get a lot of like U.S. Army recruit, like it's not outright like U.S. propaganda, but it's just like, you know, dudes hanging out on the battlefield, you know, doing dude things, and it's just like
just bros being bros,
and they always have like super attractive women with rifles and shit, like doing bro things.
Yeah, of course.
And so like all the comments are like, "Don't fall for it, bro. Don't fall for it." Like they want you, but what I'm trying to get at is there's one of a dude, what are those guys? The paratrooper dudes doing like a training, and he's like, "Yep, there's another line taking a child up in the sky," and he just like pops open a goddamn Zen, and he's just like, "Yep, just chilling. You ever just chill up?" And he just pops it in, and he just like flips the camera, and he's just like dangling in a fucking parachute. That shit. Shout out the U.S. Military, man.
Shout out people that now you know what? No, fuck them.
No,
fuck them.
okay.
I'm not even gonna say that.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck the Army. Fuck
Whoa. Hey man, this is Quake Man, the one and only man. This is the Mute All Noise podcast episode. I do not care because I don't care. This is a very special episode. All right. This is a crossover episode. As you should know by now, I have two podcasts, In Noise with my buddy.
I'm just Vince today, you know.
Yeah, he's just Vince.
I'm just Vince today. I'm chilling.
He names himself differently on our podcast together, In Noise, on the same YouTube channel you're watching this. This is the crossover episode with Mute All Noise, my other podcast where I interview artists and, you know, people like that. I hate trying to find words to explain people who do things. Like, I don't know. I just like artists. Playmakers, I used to say that, but I think that is like the dumbest.
It's a Chad way of putting it.
I know, I can't find other words. Like tastemaker is like probably a better one, but I think that is still equally as just like cringeworthy.
I got my pacemaker over here.
Yeah. One day. Yeah, I interview people, so we're going to do a weird hybrid episode. We're just going to talk some shit about our lives. If you don't want to listen to that, you can turn off, whatever. I suggest not. We're going to talk about farts. And then maybe halfway through, I'm going to start asking a couple random questions. You know, you can find this information in the In Noise podcast, probably like episode 1 or 2. We talked about some shit about our past.
Yeah.
Like doing shit. But yeah, so we got Vince. Just go ahead, I guess, and state your name's Vince, where you're from, and what do you do? Why are you on this podcast?
All right, well, I'm Vince. I'm from Fresno, California until I was about 13, 14, and I moved up here. I run a clothing company, as people know, maybe don't. Endgame Clothing. I do a little side projects. I do a lot of merch for local musicians and other artists around here, which I still just go under Endgame for that, but it's really just under the table screen printing. I'm trying to make music. I've been learning how to run Ableton, do some DJ stuff.
Get you some fans. Get you some supporters.
V-Nice, yeah. You can find that Instagram, V-.
Very nice.
Exactly, that's my tag, too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You haven't done it yet?
No, I've only had like 2 songs.
I'll cut that out of the podcast so nobody else steals it for any
If they do,
particular
whatever.
reasons.
Bro, you
Very
just
nice.
reminded me. I'm sorry, I'm already going off tangent.
No, you're good. We're good. That's all. Yeah.
I found fake Endgame merch the other day.
No way.
I swear to God, I took a picture
Show
of
me.
it. I
Show
made
me.
a dude take a picture of it. I will show the camera and everything.
That's absurd.
It's an old design of mine that someone tried to knock off and put on.
There's no way.
I swear to God,
I believe a lot of things that you say, but I kind of don't believe this.
dude. I'm finding it right now. I was a trip. I was at a bar. I was at a fucking small dive bar, hole in the wall, and I look and I'm like, that is one of my designs. And I stared at it for a while. I pointed it out, and then finally went and talked to the dude, and he would not tell me where he got it.
Wait, sorry. You said it was a resale place or a vintage place?
No, I was at a bar, and this dude was wearing my design on the front of.
Oh.
And you'll recognize this design. It's an old one, but I was tripped
Damn,
out.
you spot.
Dude,
And he didn't want to tell you?
that's my design. You've seen that one, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
So sorry for the audio. I don't know which chord is causing that to happen. I think it's mine.
Yeah.
It's always fucking me, man. Why me? Yo, that looks like your shit.
That's my design. I'll show you the shirt they knocked
show
it
me,
off
show
from.
me the original. You
Okay.
put a fucking weird YouTube logo.
Yeah, so they tried to screenshot it off some kind of video, it looks like. That's my design without color. So I'll pull up
That's crazy.
just some random
No way.
dude in a bar.
I really want to know who
I
bootlegged that.
I was trying to ask him. I was like, "Bro, tell me
No.
that."
What?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
dude, Endgame got fucking caught and ripped off.
Damn, I'm kind of jealous you got bootlegged first.
Dude, I was stoked. I got.
I might have to
bootlegged.
put a picture of that on the screen because that's damn, you got enemies, bro.
Dude, I got bootlegged.
You got bootleg, bro. What is this, like the 1980s New York City?
I'm just gonna tell you right
with
now.
rap CDs, bro?
I'm big enough to get
Damn,
bootlegged.
I'm mad jealous on that. Yo, whoever, I swear to God, if you created this, whoever you are, and you're listening to this and you're watching us, bootleg something. Okay, don't do that actually because it's a fucking logo. That's really easy to bootleg. You know what? Go ahead and try because I don't even make money off of it myself. So,
You know, I'm gonna say this. If you have the balls enough to admit you're the one that bootlegged this, I want you as a guest on our podcast.
oh shit!
I want to talk to you. There won't be any aggression,
Wow.
but I just want to interview you and see why I got
Interesting.
bootlegged.
I'll stand away. I'll leave my aggression out of this.
Oh, we'll jump you after.
I'll put my
But during the podcast,
I'll put my democracy badge on the table. I'll be the mediator because I know things can get pretty hairy with this motherfucker. If you didn't know, I'm homies with him.
crazy.
This isn't just some random dude I found on the street. This isn't some random SoundCloud rapper I found at a show. Not saying that the other people that's been on the show are the random SoundCloud rappers because they're not. Shout out Walker. Shout out Tommy. And Mike. Sorry, I was trying to see the third one. That's crazy. But bootleg, man. It should be good to feel to know that like somebody fucks with your design. That's cool. What is? Isn't there a quote about that? Like that should be flattering.
It was honestly.
That should be flattering.
It was. I was like, dude, that's my design.
I'm right there with you though because we're very similar in this. If I saw that, I'd be like, well, okay. If I saw a Fuck Clout T-shirt in the wild, I'd be like, oh, cool, I sold you that. Oh, that's cool. Or like somebody gave that to you. I wouldn't be like, oh, bootleg. But if it's a design that I drew or like the homie drew, did you draw that or did Jacob?
Jacob drew that one.
Shout out Jacob. If Jacob drew that and you're like, my bud drew that, my brother drew that, and you're wearing a shirt that I don't remember making, I'd be like, I'd do the same thing. I'd be what? I'd interrogate the motherfucker. I'd be, where'd you get that?
I tried. Honestly,
Who are you with?
homie didn't speak a lot of English.
Oh, word.
Like, yeah, he was like a Hispanic dude.
Oh, for sure.
But so he's like,
He was just confused why this like
yeah, he's
drunk
I'm all coming at him all
Gremlin
hot
is
and
like,
fucked up. Like, where did you fucking get that?
You stole
shit?"
that.
But no, he wouldn't tell me. I dabbed him up after. I was like, bro, you're good. Like, I'm not trying to start shit with you. I just want to know where you got your shirt. And I think he thought I was trying to fight him.
Please snitch on the guy. That's what I'd be like. Tell me, snitch.
Right? I told him, I was like, I'm not mad at you. I just want to know where you got your shirt, man. And he's like, I don't know. I just like skulls and demons. And I'm like, you're good, man.
Right. You're just like, dude, my aggression. It's not even aggression. I'm just confused. My confusion isn't at you. It's at why you're wearing a design that was it's bootlegged. You know?
And they couldn't afford color and screenshot it off a video.
And couldn't afford to like chop off this weird YouTube logo that's on it. I wonder if somebody stole. What if somebody stole that design and was using it as like their YouTube channel like logo?
That'd be crazy.
Because why would there be a YouTube logo there? The YouTube logo's not even in the web browser. It's to the left.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe I had it on like a slideshow or video or something on my Instagram.
But why would the YouTube logo be like a slideshow of what? Like you're like what?
Yeah, no, I don't
That
get
doesn't
it.
make sense to me as someone who uses photo manipulation programs.
Yeah.
Like why that because it feels like it's purposely put right there.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know.
No,
When
I
I see
mean-
that I'm just like, oh, who's this dude stealing this logo for his YouTube page? That's fucking crazy.
Dude. I should look up Endgame YouTube channel and just find out how many people
Right.
know.
Right. We will investigate this. We'll make sure to tune into our podcast in Noise. We used to do them every Monday, but it's our life's crazy.
Yeah.
If you've been tuning in,
I think it'll pick back up now
pick
that
back up.
fall and winter's coming around.
I feel better in the winter.
I don't, but I'm less manic. So there's
Yeah,
that.
because you have to be less manic.
Yeah.
Because you're just like at home, just like toast. Just like, fuck, it's fucking raining. And what's shitty about living in Portland is seeing all the goddamn Portland memes of like, oh, first week from moving from California to Portland, first week in Portland. It's like, oh, this is great. Like all those memes about it. It's like, it's fucking raining. We get it.
Yeah.
It's shitty. Why do we have to make like those memes aren't even funny. Like that's not even funny.
No,
to me.
just don't come here.
It's the same. Yeah, well, first off, dude, yes, listen to him. Don't come here. But second off, it's just not funny. Like that joke, I feel like that's like the go-to Portland joke.
Yeah. That
gives
and
a
just how
shit?
dirty it is.
Oh, right. Which is, that's always kind of been a thing, but that's like more within the last like 5, 6, 7 years, maybe. I don't know. I'm talking like I'm from here. I'm not even from here. But like those memes, just frustrate me. I'm like, and I watch them too. They get me. And now I'm on a podcast talking about how these shitty Portland memes.
We've had enough.
Man, we've had enough, man. We get it. It rains. I like it. A lot of people don't. If you don't like it, don't come here. And this is turning into a rant against Californians, huh?
Yeah.
Go back home, you fucking cocksucker.
Bro,
You're not from here.
I was a child.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I had no choice.
I guess technically, no, I was a teenager when I came here, but I didn't come here for my own fucking. My dad was like, "Do you want to move to Bend, Oregon, Austin, Texas, or some fucking dipshit place in California?" And I was like, my dad said Bend, Oregon is like Orange County.
What?
That's what he said.
Bro, you're tripping.
The funny thing is, I was mad young, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." Orange County. I know Orange County is a pretty dope place from time to time. Maybe not always, but I get there. I'm like, "What the fuck?" My dad is tripping. But cool. I hope I get bootlegged. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna stop making clothes.
I don't say.
Where have you been? Yeah. What's the last time you screen printed something?
All right.
Is that a touchy subject?
No, it's not touchy. I mean, I did merch for Wayne, like last month.
Shout out Wayne Gray.
Yeah, shout him out. Did merch for him, and then since then it had been like 9 months since I did any Endgame. I went on a hiatus that I didn't announce, didn't really say anything about, but I have new merch in the works. I have 2 new designs. I think I'm gonna get a little personal with these next couple ones and kind of just where my headspace has been this little bit of a hiatus and see where it goes. I got $2,000 worth of blanks just sitting in my house. I needed to use.
You've had those for a minute, right?
Yeah, and they're like fall and winter stuff, so it's like about to be that time.
That's what I'm excited about. I want to print long sleeve sweatshirts and like crew neck sweatshirts.
Dude, I have white
hard.
crew necks that
That's
I have
fire.
a bunch of them.
I want to get gray ones.
Dude, gray's sick.
Gray or brown ones.
I have some gray tees in there I need to use.
I just got some. This is a good segue into the Northwest Hardcore Fest, but I didn't have enough time to order T-shirts. I only sold a couple anyways. I always do that to myself. It's just like fucking spend all my money on T-shirts before an event and then not sell as much as I thought. But I didn't order T-shirts online, and I went to top to bottom and got a bunch of random ones. Of course, there was like a couple random Gildan heavy cottons, and there's like this weird Gildan one that I've never seen before that made me uncomfortable, but I still bought it.
Do you have it?
Yeah, they're actually in that box over there.
Yeah, after the pod, let me check it out.
And then I got fucking what's the fucking all sport all style.
Oh, yeah, all fate. No, all style.
It has like a tag that looks like it's fucking a vintage, like a jersey tag. If you've ever seen.
No,
those.
yeah, I know what
Jersey's
you're talking
cool,
about.
but it's super heavy duty and it's like boxy and they're pretty sweet. They're kind of like pro clubs a little bit.
Okay.
Do you like pro clubs?
I've actually never printed on them.
Do you?
I like the fit of them though. I like.
Yeah, you're a West Coast dude. You like pro clubs?
Yeah, I like the the bigger boxier stuff.
Yeah, pro clubs are sweet. They're just mad expensive. The best places to go is in like a hood store in like LA or like I don't know, maybe the Bay.
Yeah.
They have like you can get mad fucking pro club. But segue, I guess, into Northwest Hardcore Fest. It's a hardcore fest that I popped up at. Put on by Chip No. Shout out Chip. Put a lot of work. Him and his team did this crazy hardcore fest all day, 2 stages.
Oh, it's 2 stages.
2 stages. There was, I think he said there was in the later 20s, like 27 bands. Yeah, do I have the flyer? No, it's upstairs. Like 27 bands, all bangers. One of my homies in Foes, shout out Foes, they're from Bend. They came up. A lot of bands from LA. Fuck, dude, he was so crazy. Kind Eyes was one of the bands from LA, and I think they're from LA, somewhere in California. They're the ones playing at Mano next week. That's the one. That's the one that's not sold out.
Cool. Well, yeah, no, I'm down.
I'm pretty sure that's the one that's not sold out, so you should come to that. But yeah, a bunch of bands played. So like when the first band started, which was Bolt Cutter, shout out Bolt Cutter, they fucking rule. Do you like grind shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like like a death metal grind, hardcore type of deal. It was my first time seeing them, first time meeting them. I bought a T-shirt. They have a T-shirt with Trailer Park Boys on them, like Ricky and fucking Julian shaking, and it just says Bolt Cutter and like crazy.
Dude, that's hard.
Dude, it was. I was standing there, just like so fried off of fucking throwing fists, just looking at like, is that fucking Ricky and Julian like shaking hands on a deal? Like, I have to buy that.
Dude,
I caught
that's
that.
hard.
They're playing at Mano. I'm pretty sure they're playing the same. No, not the same show. They're also playing. I think that's the sold out show. Yeah, that's the sold out show with Snuffed on Sight, which is fucking crazy. I don't know if you know them.
I'm pretty sure I do know.
There's been a couple videos on Instagram, kind of viral about them. Snuffed on Sight's cool as shit. That show sold out. What was I gonna say? Bolt Cutter opened, and then as soon as that happened, everybody rushed to the other stage, and Ovarian played, which Ovarian's another local sick, female-fronted hardcore band. They're super badass. All these sets, not all of them, but a lot of them you can watch on the channel here. But I wish you came to that, because that was fucking sick.
Yeah, I was out of town.
Yeah, it would have been cool. I really didn't need somebody to watch my shit, to be honest. I feel like the hardcore shit is super cool because everybody's like genuine. For the most, majority, everybody's like genuine and honest and super down, and people were willing to like watch my shit, and nobody was snooping around fucking with shit.
That's dope.
It was cool as hell. So I was able to go film mad sets. I filmed like 8 sets or something. Yeah, I wish you were there. It was fucking sick. You probably honestly have you been to a hardcore show?
I mean, I've gone to like bigger hardcore shows. I've never gone to like local.
Yeah, you just saw No Effects, which hardcore punk is very fast. Have you been to one where everybody's like windmilling and shit?
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
used to go to a bunch of stuff at the Hawthorne with my uncle.
Do you remember any highlight bands that you saw that you were really stoked on? Or are you just going there for the vibes?
I was mostly going for the vibes, but then also I've gone to Warped Tour every year from the time I was like 7
fire.
till it was done, and there's a lot of hardcore
that was like
stuff.
2014. I think it is.
2014 I think was the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, I went every year from the time I was super young until
Really?
yeah.
With your uncle?
No, I used to go that by myself. Well, my parents sponsored it back when I was a kid, and then
Oh no shit.
yeah, so they sponsored
That's
it when I was super young, and then I just obviously just started going every year by myself. I would take the Max, and just go to Warped Tour every year, just by myself, do my thing, go home.
Wait, you said the Max? Was this down in Fresno?
Well, with Fresno, then we moved up here. Obviously, their clothing stuff was done, and I would go start going to the ones up here. So then I would take the Max.
There was
by
Warped
myself.
Tours up here?
After a while, yeah, they used to.
See, I never really honestly followed the Warped Tour. I knew what it was, and I almost went once a long, long time ago, but that never happened. But I never did it happen everywhere?
Yeah, no,
it was like a traveling thing.
Yeah,
right?
it was a big thing.
Okay, that's what I thought. It traveled from state to state each year.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there'd be a couple California stops, but they'd travel all over.
Right.
And then it used to be Oregon would be the last stop every year. So I'd do all my back to school shopping while I was there because they
Fire.
would be giving out shirts for
Nice.
$5 and shit.
That's sick.
Yeah.
What were your favorite bands growing up?
No Effects has always been my all-time.
I've been on a
favorite
No
band.
Effects binge, watching interviews and shit for the last week and a half, 2 weeks.
Dude.
The best shit ever. They had that TV show on Fuse. I literally just watched season 2 today at work.
Dude.
Fat Mike is just running around Peru, just on coke, just drinking vodka and
Yeah, the tour thing where
yeah,
they
it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's I mean, No Effects. A lot of just skater punk stuff growing up, and my music taste has changed a lot and nowadays. But back in the day, it was Rancid, Bad Religion. Against Me was always a good one for a while.
Nice.
Let's see. Dude, as a kid, I was a big Blink-182 fan.
That's funny. I was literally just thinking Blink-182.
I used to be a giant.
I feel like
Blink-182
that's a
fan.
prerequisite for Southern Californians. Southern Californians who are into skate punk or skate shit or counterculture is maybe that's blasphemy to say these days because people. I feel like Blink. I mean, it's a very popular band, but I feel like it's kind of split sometimes. Maybe an uneven split of people who punk kids who think they're sick or don't think they're sick because they sold out or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I love Blink. I fuck with Blink heavy.
I fuck with
I grew up on
most of their stuff. I mean, obviously their new stuff's trash.
trash.
The worst shit I've ever
So
heard.
bad.
They have a song called "I Feel Emo," and I'm like, dude, you're 40 years old. Why are you singing about being emo right now?
I like Travis Barker, but I can't really stand the way he acts.
Dude, no, yeah. I mean,
And he's dating
a
a Kardashian,
Kardashian,
which is kind of, to me, that's pretty much selling out.
yeah, dude.
You are dating the Illuminati.
Dude, he also put on MGK to punk that. Bringing him
Okay,
into any kind of
right.
scene, you're a fuck.
That was weird. I'm not a major MGK hater, but that was a for sure strange,
Yeah.
unappealing move. And I like Tom and Mark. Tom and Mark are cool. I like their dueling audio or dueling vocals,
Yeah, and Tom's just some crazy alien dude.
which I don't know if I really like that.
Dude, I think it's hilarious.
It is hilarious, but I'm just damn, bro. I think he's out of that shit. I think he's
No, man, he's still
just still doing shit like that.
Yeah, I'm
He's still in MUFO.
Dude, did you ever watch? I'm not a big Joe Rogan guy, but did you ever watch the podcast where he was on with Rogan? He's all strung out.
Bro, he's a psycho in that.
Dude, it's one of my
And
favorite
Joe's like,
podcasts.
huh? And Tom's just
Dude, if you fact check some of the shit he's saying, like that To the Stars Academy or whatever,
Right.
that is a real thing,
Yeah.
and he was really a part of that.
no, he's not he's not a liar. The thing is with Tom, I think, is he's like he fully believes it and he's fully in it, you know, like he's fully like that's him.
Yeah.
So like, you know, he believes what he's doing is like a legit thing. You know, I'm not saying it's not a legit thing because there's all this fucking UFO shit. What do you think about aliens, man?
Dude, I don't know. The more
I
and
don't
more
fucking know. I don't know what the
people
fuck.
coming
Do I
out.
care?
I
Do
don't
you care?
I don't.
I don't.
I
I don't
don't.
really care.
Yeah, it's. I
And
mean,
it's gonna be kind of like, oh shit, aliens, and when it becomes a thing. But like, I don't fucking watching alien movies for goddamn.
yeah. As soon as it becomes a problem, then it's like, okay, yeah, fuck. But I mean, if they were here, they were here. Like whatever, life goes on.
Hey mains, Quake mains. Sorry to interrupt this episode, this super duper awesome episode. But I'm here to tell you this episode is sponsored by Trap Slaps. Trap Slaps PDX on Instagram. Go hit them up for your stickers in vinyl and Mylar bag and sign needs. They do primo work. Stickers are right here. Designed by my homie and printed by Trap Slaps. Check it out. If you want a sticker, you can go on www.stopallnoise.com. And if you need stickers made, Trap Slaps PDX on Instagram. Go get that. Fast return, quality people, quality product, and they're friends of the show. So go support them. Hopefully we'll have a discount code soon to get you guys a little bit of a discount. But for now, go hit them up. All right, back to this episode. Have you ever seen Mars Attack?
Is that the or no? That's yeah.
The one, the fucking they
Yeah,
like
yeah.
scoot along and Danny DeVito's in it.
Yes, yeah.
And like, doesn't he get like fucking swapped with a dog or something?
Like I think it still has his head on it.
Bro,
and
for some reason that movie fucked me up as a kid.
really.
But that movie is literally just a comedy.
The shit was so. I remember watching that. Like
I remember watching it being like, this is fucking me up. And then later on I watched War of the Worlds in theaters, the new
great
one.
movie.
Great movie, but that also fucked me up. Double whammy. They didn't come out at the same time. That was like a good chunk of time in between. But I saw that shit in fucking theaters. I remember either my dad or my mom was like, I think it was my dad. He's like, "You sure you want to go see this?" I was like, "Yeah, it sounds cool." He's like, "You're gonna be scared." I'm like, "Fuck you, suck a dick." And then I'm watching. I'm like, "This is mad." Yeah, scared. Yeah, I was for sure scared.
Dude,
I was like, dude, I don't want this to happen.
what was the first movie you remember watching and being like scared of?
Probably Mars Attack, bro.
Mars Attack, really?
Which I don't know if that exposes something about my character, because that movie's like I was literally thinking earlier today at work that I want to rewatch it because I have it on VHS. But being like, how about this? Before that, 2 movies. One, Independence Day.
Okay.
Only because I had this memory of waking up. Like, I fell asleep next to my dad, and he was watching it, and I was like, this is freaky, I'm going to sleep. Fell asleep. I woke up during, like, the alien invasion, and my dad was just like, it was, you know how it is when you're watching movies at 2 a.m, you're, like, glued, and it's mad weird, and you're like, I woke up, and I'm like, and this alien shit's happening. My dad's, like, just, like, glued to the TV, and I'm like, and I'm, like, watching it for a second. I'm like, this is fucked. This movie's fucked. But I think that's a good movie. That's a great movie. So that's the first one. The other one, what was it? Independence Day. Oh, Signs. They're all alien.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say
They're all alien movies. And the funny thing is, I don't even give a fuck about aliens. Now, back then, I was like, that's freaky. Signs was weird though.
Signs was weird.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Dude, can you say his last name?
No,
'Cause
is
I
that
can't.
racist that I just said M. Night Shyamalan?
No, it's fine. He probably gets it all the time.
His movies are hit or miss from what I remember. But Signs, Mel Gibson was very hard in that movie. I fuck with Mel Gibson in that movie.
So you turn it off because you're too spooked.
He's crazy. Well, just the alien, the little grubby fingers go underneath the door, and he's like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Aliens, you asked me that fucking question. Watching any movies lately?
I went and watched Talk to Me, I think is what it's called in
Oh, was
theaters.
that good?
Dude, it was actually the best horror movie I've seen in a theater in years.
Wait, is that the one with the hand?
Yeah.
That okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm a hater sometimes. I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks trash.
Dude, I thought the same thing.
Alright.
But then I was like, okay, A24 is behind it, which they do
Right.
good movies. And like I just seeing all these crazy good reviews, which I don't trust anyway. But I give free movies. I can go to the movie theater anytime I want for free.
Right.
So I brought.
Do you have a lifetime like stipend to?
I mean, like.
Okay.
Like I got connections. All
I
right?
see what you're saying. You don't need to say no more. Say less.
But so I brought a little girl with me, and we went and watched it, and it was good. It was a good time. Yeah. And honestly, it was a good movie. It was done really well. And then I heard the backstory. It's just like two dudes were just making like at-home horror movies, and they caught this deal for this one, and it like blew up.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Another A24 that's coming out or just came out that I want to see is Beau is Afraid.
is that the one with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Joaquin fucking rules.
Yeah, dude. No, that movie looks really good.
He's like mad afraid of everything, and I was like high as hell the other night, having a bit of an existential crisis, and I was just some YouTube video was like, "Oh, this is a good movie," and I never do this. I'm like, I want to fucking watch the trailer. I never fucking do that. I hate watching like I'm not the biggest movie guy.
I'm not either.
I'm not. Old movies are good, but like I'm not the biggest movie dude. But I watched the trailer and I'm like, I actually want to see this. And I actually wanted to see the last movie I saw was Asteroid City.
Never even heard of it.
It's the Wes Anderson movie.
Okay, I mean I know who Wes Anderson is, but
About you didn't see any trailers for that. It's about like
it's about aliens.
yeah,
Wait, no way, really?
it is. But it didn't make sense to me. I also don't understand movies a lot of the time. I have to watch like an explanation video
Oh, every time.
pretty much every time. But it didn't make sense to me or the people I was with while watching it. There's like the alien that shows up is like a claymation alien because he does like multimedia shit. Super fire.
Huh.
Super fire. Talking about fucking movies for so long. God damn. Fuck, now I just want to watch movies. I wanted to watch fucking John Carpenter movies. This is super random. I know, I'm sorry we're going all over the place. I'll get to some questions here in a second. Do you watch Vice stuff?
I not.
Did you used to watch
Yeah, I used
Vice
to watch
stuff?
quite a bit of Vice.
I think Vice is kind of coming around a little bit.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean they have good content. I don't know how much of it's like really accurate.
It got really how do I want to say this? I wouldn't just say like liberal. It got really very fuck.
It's kind of political in general.
It's always been kind of political.
Yeah, I get, but I feel like it used to be more of like documentary.
Yes. More of it seems more non-biased stuff. It seems to have gotten bias, which sounds very intelligent of me.
Yeah, using some big words today.
Bias. They've gotten bias, I feel like. But like I don't care because I didn't really, Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia used to be on Vice. That drug show. Oh man. Super fire.
Wait a second.
The drug dude, nerdy dude with the glasses and the curly hair. He's like, each episode was about a different drug. In like the later seasons, he showed you how to make MDMA. And
Yes.
shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Super fire.
Yeah. I've definitely.
That was old Vice. But now, what I'm getting at is there's a show called Abandon, where Rick McCrank, who was a pro skateboarder for Girl Skateboards, maybe he's on something else. He's like the host. He goes to abandoned places, and it's so sick. It was shot in 2016, and they're just now releasing it. Bro,
Okay.
it's so fire. The
It
music,
sounds cool.
It's insane. And then they have a new show about like film, about like movies and shit. And they go, each episode is like 40-ish minutes about like a director. So I watched the John Carpenter one. I mean, I'm talking movies to a person who doesn't watch movies from a person who doesn't watch movies. What am I doing right now? What's up with you, man? What you been up to? How's life?
Life, it's starting to make a positive turn. I think I needed to get some more healthy direction in my life. I have been sober off of hard drugs for about a month now.
Less drugs is good.
Yeah, and that kind of
Don't want to end up like Fat Mike.
Yeah, well, I'll go back on it. You know, he gets sober every now and then. He comes back. You know, but no, I've been sober off drugs. I still drink, but I've been doing healthier things, getting up early, eating breakfast. That's a weird thing for me. Taking some vitamins.
Nice. How is that working at a bar though? Trying to like.
I mean, I work at a family
normal
establishment
stuff. Yeah.
one though. It's not like I'm in some grimy, scene.
Which would be completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I work at a brewery. I'm out of there by 10 p.m. most nights, and it's not like anyone that's hanging out there is really directing me in any negative or positive direction. But yeah,
Just kind of there.
yeah, I'm doing that. I've been seeing someone a little more. I'm not gonna go into much of that. I've been seeing someone.
Wrong podcast.
Yeah, wrong podcast. And just kind of doing a little better. I've had more of an art direction lately. I want to get back into doing all my stuff.
You know what? I think it has something to do. Well, I'm pretty sure there's not to be that guy. There's 7 planets in retrograde right now, which is not a good thing. Everybody's kind of feeling, but as everybody else, it seems is going a little nutso, a little cuckoo. I feel like we're doing the opposite.
Dude, we're the nutty ones too. We're
What's
the
happening? Because I feel the same exact way. Shit's been weird, but the creativity's creeping back in.
Yeah, which I'm so thankful for.
Slightly in a different way. For me, it's usually like, oh, I want to go print T-shirts, or I want to go, I do want to sew stuff, but I want to go do all this stuff that like I don't necessarily want to do all the time. It's like other things are kind of creeping in, like video or like there's different avenues. I don't know.
I've been feeling that. Like, I just want to try anything really at this point. If someone called me up and they're like, "Hey, I have this weird project. You want to like test it out?" I'd be like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
There's been a couple bands I've been hitting up that I was like, "Yo, I just want to let's make a music video. I just want to make something."
Yeah.
I'm not like. Book me for music videos if you want a cool little lo-fi music video, but it's just sometimes at this point I just want to create something cool.
I've kind of been feeling that way too.
I want to do some documentary shit.
What kind of like ideas for some documentary stuff you thinking?
Well, I'm working on a skate video right now from a bunch of tapes from back in high school, so I got to finish that first. But talking about how much information do I want to give? I've been talking to somebody about doing a documentary about an artist here in Oregon. I can tell you off air because I hate talking about things because usually they don't happen.
Yeah, you don't want to like plug it. And
I'm trying to work on that, slowly getting some more time back. I want to do some. I don't know, like a documentary. Like people. For a while, people were like, a couple of homies were like, you should do like a graffiti documentary or like a documentary about like, the clothing scene or something. But like, I don't want to do either one of those. Like, I don't think I have a lot of room to talk about graffiti. And I also don't care about clothes.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing about the clothing scene is no one really cares about it.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So I have all this footage that I'm collecting. I already have a shoebox full of tapes, which, is like 90 minutes per tape. So I have a bunch of footage of pop-ups and shows.
I'll be in them then.
You were definitely, your nipple is in there. I bet you your nipple in all the tapes I have has more appearances than like certain people.
Shout out my nipple.
I can think of 4 instances that's happened, and there's probably a couple more.
Dude, yeah.
Your nipple hangs out with me more than some of my friends do.
It's the left or right one though. I'm trying to think. It's probably my right?
Yeah. I think my left. You're right. So I'm gonna do like a big art documentary thing, but it's gonna be very like muddy, and it's not gonna be on like a specific thing. People tell me, I hate when people say this. People are like, "Oh, one day there's gonna be a fucking documentary about you, bro." Okay, first off, don't say that to me. I won't fucking kill myself.
His brand's called Fuck Cloud.
I want to unalive myself. But I have all this footage. And so it's just like if I die, then like somebody should take that and like make some, I don't know, use something with it. But I just want to use it. I just want to make Fuck a documentary about me. Don't do that. Anybody, don't do that. I want to make a documentary about like everybody. That's probably that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't want to make like a graffiti documentary or like a rap documentary, because like I could probably go do like a cool little like rap scene, mini documentary or something. Which I'll probably do something like that. I want to do like a multi. Have you ever seen Decline of Western Civilization? Those punk films. There's one about punk. There's one about hair metal.
It's been so long, but
Yeah,
yes.
and then there's
yes,
another
I
one
have.
about like street, like gutter punk shit.
I think
I'm
I've
pretty
seen
sure.
the gutter punk one.
The Decline of Western Civilization punk one is like one of the best, punk documentaries ever. Kind of that idea where it's like multiple different things, even though it's like span 3 different documentaries. I want to do multiple things in one documentary, and I feel like that's counterintuitive to like certain documentaries, because like people say, "Oh, stick to a thing, and you can diverge a little bit." But like, I just want to make this big movie of just like people.
Do you want to call it a documentary then, or do you want it to be more of like an art piece?
Dude, I don't know what to fucking call anything
That's fair. Yeah.
at all. I don't know how to do things or call anything. I don't know how to say words.
That
Like, I
David.
don't like whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck what it is.
There you go.
What is a documentary?
You're asking the wrong dude.
It's obviously just like, document. You're documenting things, but I don't know. What am I fucking? This is your episode. What's happening? This isn't in noise. This is mute all noise.
This is turned into Vince is the host this night.
Yep. And we also got to add this episode because this is a different podcast. We're getting, I'm not getting paid. I'm getting stickers. Good segue. If you want a sticker, it's on the Big Cartel. It's www.stopallnoise.com. I think I put them up there for $1, maybe $2, probably $2 to cover the shipping fee of sending stickers. But I will probably give you 2 if you order from the website. Made by Trap Slaps. This is not the ad. I'm just saying, if you want a sticker, get at me. And if you see me in the streets, please don't run at me. Just casually walk towards me and ask me for a sticker.
Don't ask me for shit.
Don't ask him for anything. He doesn't want to give it to you. All right, I guess I'll ask a couple questions. We're creeping in. Why? What's a good starter off? As you can see, I have no notes. Usually, I have notes. I don't care. I already know the answer to this, but why? What's the name? What's up with the name Endgame?
Yeah, so the name Endgame is back when I was a little bit younger. I was probably like straight out of high school. I was getting myself into a lot of trouble, doing a lot of drugs. I was pretty sucked up, and I wasn't homeless necessarily. Like I had a place to stay, but I needed to have been sober. But I was going into like my parents' house to grab like, clothes and shit, and I was stealing something. Who knows what I was doing, honestly. And I ran into my dad on my way out, and he's like, "Bro, like, what the fuck's your end game? Like, figure it out. Like, what is your end game?" And that like saying always kind of stuck with me. And
Did you have an existential crisis?
probably have one once a week, but not directly after that. I was just kind of like, whatever. I was planning on sobering up anyway. And I'd always wanted to do clothes. I had grown up in the scene. My parents ran a clothing company when I was super young. They got like pretty big, and I was always just around like clothing, skater punks, this and that. And eventually, everything I'd kind of like tried to do after high school like ended up being a flop, and then eventually I was working 2 jobs, like 60+ hour weeks, and I had this money, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a thing of T-shirts printed. My buddy, my business partner, he does a lot of the art, and I was like, you want to get your art out there and do like tattoos? I want to do clothes. Let's see what's going on here. So I got a run of T-shirts made a business Instagram, and I sold out of all my shirts on my first day.
Tell that story about the pop-up you did at that bar.
Oh yeah, my first pop-up. So first of all, I was trying to get into markets. I was trying to get into all these different like events, and I was reaching out to people, and no one was responding. People were turning me down, saying like, you don't have enough of a demographic. You don't have this. Like you're not you're not welcome here, basically.
Terrible excuses.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like, man, am I really that bad? And I had a buddy who worked at a sports bar pizza place, and he was like, and I had so much merch at this time for even just starting. Like I was dropping stuff like once a week. But he was like, hey man, he's like, let me talk to like my boss and see if you can like do a little pop up here. And so we got approved for it. We made these flyers, and we stapled them all around like Portland. Just getting drunk, fucking around. Got a staple gun.
One of the best parts, I think, of doing shows and like stuff like that is putting up flyers.
Yeah, no.
People hate doing it. I fucking get fried and just walk around. Gives you excuse to go walk around.
It was fun. You people watch, you do some dumb shit. You end up, talking to strangers as you're putting them up. But so we did all that, and remember it was in October. Can't remember the year. It's like 4 or 5 years ago now. But it was from 12 to 9. The place was open from 11 to 10 or something like that. So I was like, all right, well, let them, as long as they'll let me sell shirts, I will. So we set up. And the whole entire time I had a line. The pizza place made 2 Endgame pizzas. One was like vegan, one wasn't. And so like if you bought like a slice of pizza off that, I'd give you a sticker or whatever. And I ended up walking away with over $2,000 on my first pop-up. And
Now kids, don't listen to that and think that every pop-up you do, you'll make $2,000.
Never made that much money again on one. I think I've made 1,000 one other time.
I barely broke 1,000. Well, no, actually, I was a couple hundred short, but I've almost got to 1,000. That's crazy. So was the bar just like popping?
It was a mixture of a bunch of people. Like because I had my brand for a while, but I'd never done an event, and I'd just go around telling everyone about I run this clothing brand, like check me out, do this and that, and then finally there was an event and everyone's like, oh, this dude that's been busting my balls for the past year and a half is actually throwing an event.
Being annoying and telling everybody to go do this thing.
Yeah, and they're like, let's go check it out. And it was just throughout the day, it was a bunch of strangers, a bunch of people I think maybe saw the flyer or were regulars at the bar, this and that. It kind of just ended up being the snowball where just everyone was coming in and buying shit. Like I don't really know the full
Sometimes
story.
you just hit those pockets.
Yeah, I met a lot of cool people. I met Sad Eyes through that.
Right
He's become a good homie. I've done some of his merch.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it was just I think I just kind of got the luck of the draw plus just being annoying.
How long ago was that?
It was years ago, man.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was 2021, 2022. It was like right when like COVID bans started like lifting a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, we met at the produce.
Yeah.
Markets downtown, Chinatown.
That was
sweet.
way later because I remember I did. So it was the October before I met you that event was.
Right on. That's fire. That's crazy. 2,000. What'd you make next time you did a pop up?
I think it was probably winter produce was when my next pop ups were because they were the only ones that would have me even after that event. Everything produce was the only one that was like, yeah, you can come set up a booth here. I think maybe 300, 400.
Nice.
I used to do really well at pop-ups. Lately, not so much, but yeah. And then it's just kind of like I would average around like 300 for a long time.
Yeah, that's nice. Those are good numbers. Yeah, I was doing pretty decent at the beginning and in the middle, and then just kind of like fizzled out. Maybe that's because of fucking marketing. Trying to market yourself, and then life gets in the way, and then you're like, fuck. I always have the idea. I'm like, why I know it's shitty for me to think, but it's just like, why? Like, does this person like, why do they want this T-shirt? Or like, well, it's like I know it's fire, but like, there's something in my brain that doesn't comprehend that. Mm-hmm. So it just like ends up shooting myself in the foot when selling T-shirts or something. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I think with like my brand, I've tried to make it like very like household. Like I make I make just graphic T-shirts with the thing on it. It's like think of like just wearing like a Vans T-shirt.
You have a lot of different variety. Mine's a little bit more narrowed down to like a logo. Well, maybe what I was trying to get at is not everybody just wants like a fucking logo T-shirt. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to just necessarily be like a walking billboard for something. I appreciate the people who do support and do want to do that because I want to do that for other people and other people's shit, you know, like bands or whatever. I don't know. It just vibes weird in my brain, and it's just like I kind of just don't want to make clothes.
Yeah.
How do you feel about making clothes after doing it for as long as you have?
I lost a lot of motivation for doing it for a while. Honestly, I think I lost a lot of it having to work with so many different people on stuff.
For sure. I think that's a decent part of it too.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily me working on my shit that was the issue. It was just a lot of like having to work with other people, having to get all these coordinated. But
Coordinating pop-ups.
yeah, it kind of it became a point where it became too much. Like I'm just one person. I have a business partner, but he doesn't really deal with that aspect. And I was done. I was so done.
Yeah.
I kept telling people, "Yo, yeah, stuff eventually," but nah, man. I'm finally getting back to wanting to do it again.
What do you want to do now? Do you have any do you have anything in particular that you're interested in? Do you have any like particular products or plans for anything?
I'm going towards these next couple designs. I really want to focus a lot on like my mental health the past little while, and making it into art of some sort with t-shirts and this and that. Like I'm probably still just going to stick to my like screen printing, my bread and butter. But I want my designs to be a lot more personal than just a sick logo.
For sure. A little bit more expression, you know. Yeah, I want more designs that come from the heart. That's not just a logo.
Yeah,
That's a good. I think that translates well. Especially, I feel like if you put your full emotion and your heart into it, other people will see that and understand the design more, and then would want it more. You know, there's like certain thing like there's not a whole lot of emotion behind like a logo.
No, I mean I had some designs that were like more, I guess, in depth than my head and stuff, but a lot of it was like, oh, I had this really cool idea. Let's throw it on a t-shirt.
Put it on there and get it out there for sure. God damn, man. Well, shit. Endgame clothing. Go peep that out. We will probably do some sort of collab at some point.
Yeah, I would like to. It's funny that we haven't.
I would like to too. I don't even know. Didn't you start drawing something? Or is that for...
That was for the podcast, yeah. We do a whole podcast together. That's our...
We do a whole podcast together. If you do graphic design and would like to make... and can draw some cool digital stuff and would like to draw us a logo, I have an idea in mind. You will be compensated. And it's the cover of the podcast. We need a cover of the podcast. I could make it, but I don't want to. I've realized that I can't do everything.
That's fair. And I could do
or
it,
anything.
but I don't want it in Endgame style.
And I don't want it in whatever style that I do. I want it really, not professionally done because you're getting paid for it. It's just a cool idea. I have a cool swag, dope, awesome idea that'll make it look cool. And if you want to sponsor In Noise, if you have a product or business or some sort of cool thing going on and you want to support us, we can support you. We can make some sort of deal, and we'll get your name out there. It's a little more infrequent than the Mute All Noise podcast, which you can also hit me up and sponsor if you would like. But, if, we do things.
We do.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Is there anything other than clothing that you want to do that you're interested in?
I've been
music.
Yeah, I've been working,
nice.
learning Ableton and how to produce, EDM, dubstep stuff. Which is funny because it's not even like my main genre of music, but it's just I live with a bunch of people that, do that. So we should start a
hardcore band.
I'd be super down.
I've been seriously contemplating buying a bass.
I have like 3 guitars in my house.
Do you know how to play guitar?
I mean, I'm pretty rusty, but I want to.
Shit, man, punk.
I just want to
punk
yell.
Bands know how to play guitar.
I want to yell. I can't sing, but I want to yell.
Well, we can both yell.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
We should do a yell off sometime and see the vocal. Do a little practice thing and to see what the vocal range What we got? What's the contrast? I need a little bit of contrast. I feel like we both would have very nice yells. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't yelled into a microphone. I can like kind of scream a tiny bit.
See, I'll just smoke like 40 cigarettes. I get that
Yeah.
raspy that.
Chain smoking cigarettes before fucking show. That would be cool to play a show.
That would. I mean, I've mixed and like done some
Yeah.
DJ shit for like parties and stuff, but doing an actual like show of a
You
band.
should do more of that. That would be sick. Getting booked to go DJ like a bar. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Make a little bit of scrap. You can just vibe. I can come get drunk. Just, like, tell you music to play. Get super drunk. Hey man, you play Ludacris, bro?
You just come and be like, "Do you have any more drum and bass,
Bro, can you please only play drum and bass? I need that intelligent drum and bass in my ears right now. Yeah, man. Fuck. I gotta pee so bad. What's new? 50 minutes. Do you have anything else to shill on the people? Do you have any closing notes? Do you have any advice for the youth? Advice for yourself? Advice for your future self? Advice for your younger self? What's up?
Damn, you just threw a bunch of them. Give me one of them. I'll say something.
You have any advice for the youth? I like the youth one.
Yeah.
Positive.
Well, I'm
Advice.
going to negative to a positive. Everything's shit. Life's going to suck. It's going to kick you down. But you know what? You really just got to work on what's not going to make you feel like shit the whole time. And you know what? People are going to judge you. People are going to think you're a fucking weirdo. I'm going to think you're a weirdo.
But that doesn't matter.
But it doesn't. Just fucking do your shit. Do what makes you happy. And focus on what's going to put a smile on your face at the end of the day.
Be nice.
The one and only.
Be nice. All right, and with that, man, shit, we're going to close this episode of Mute All Noise. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too chaotic. Hope it wasn't too sloppy. This is probably the sloppiest one because it is the merger of the two podcasts.
Oh, and I like it sloppy.
And in a handful of episodes, we'll probably do this again just to refresh. We got a very super duper secret and special In Noise episode coming very soon. It's going to be a bit of a collab. I'm not going to say who or what the fuck's what it is, but it's going to be super sick, and you're going to want to tune in for that. We're going to tell you some more information about that in the future. www.stopallnoise.com for a t-shirt or a sticker. Shout out Trap Slaps for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. If you need stickers or posters or Mylar bag shit for Mylar bags, if you know what that is, or like tabletop stuff, what the fuck, vinyl, shit you put on the table to make it look good at a pop-up. What were you about to say? You were about to say something.
I was going to say, I don't know what the fuck.
But the Mylar bags are like weed bags.
Oh, wait, you've already fucking told me that.
Yes. So yeah, shout out Trap Slaps. I'm Quagmay. You can find me at Quagmay. You can also find us at mute_all_noise. Where can people find you? Be nice.
You can find me at Endgame Clothing on Instagram, or the Myth, the Legend, the Vince, also on Instagram. It's really all I use for social media, except for like, I'm just gonna prolong this because I know homie has to pee.
Do you have a big cartel?
No, I have Shopify.
Shopify. What's your at?
I think it's just www.endgameclothing.
Go buy a t-shirt.
Buy a t-shirt, or hit me up on Instagram so I can do tax fraud.
He just got a van, so he needs to pay gas.
That van's been a pain in my ass. Yes, I did buy a van. I'm probably going to jail sometime in the next couple months. I'm going to need bail for that.
That's very believable.
Yeah.
That was a Freudian slip. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. It's been real.
Thanks for
having
having
me. It's been real fun. Suck my balls.